Hey guys, Rogue Island here. My name's Trent. Welcome back. Did I say my name is Rogue Island or something? I forget what I said that. Hey guys, Rogue Island here. My name's Trent. Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, bring you another quarterback. I hate that I keep doing that. Another quarterback situation video. Today, guys, we're looking at the AFC South. Probably the toughest division this year, and might have some of the best quarterback battles this year, I think, in for the preseason. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's go with the team that won the division last year. The Texans. Texans currently have Deshaun Watson, A.J. McCarron, and Joe Webb. Deshaun Watson, last year when he went against the Eagles, he had this one play where he's dodging defenders like Mike Vick. He looks crazy, and honestly, imagine if he went to the Atlanta Falcons. That would have been crazy. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, I think he is a great quarterback. I just don't really think the Texans are a team that can get to the Super Bowl with him. I think they need to change a lot of stuff before they can. Number one is the offensive line, because I have a feeling that he's going to get hurt again this year. If it's not for the whole year, it's probably for a couple of weeks, and that's where the backups come in. And that's where you have A.J. McCarron. I like A.J. McCarron. I thought he could have been a starter last year for the Bills. Obviously, he got injured, and then he got traded to the Raiders as a backup. So we'll have to wait and see what he looks like. I'm excited to see A.J. McCarron, but I don't know. I don't know if he's the best backup for this team. And then you have Joe Webb, who's sort of like a Taysom Hill type player. He plays on special teams mostly and stuff like that, but he does have quarterbacking skills. He's average and everything like that. Overall, their quarterback situation does not look good. I had a dream once that I was watching highlights, and Sam Bradford was a quarterback for the Texans, like a backup quarterback, and he wore the number 7. But that doesn't make any sense because their kicker wears number 7, Kyle Fairbairn or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Sam Bradford's a guy that they look at. Maybe he's still out there. He still has some credentials to be a backup in this league. I think he'd be somewhat on par with A.J. McCarron, maybe a little bit better. So we'll see. Although I am rooting for A.J. McCarron because I do like him. The Colts. Colts currently have Andrew Luck, Jacoby Brissett, Phillip Walker, and Chad Kelly. Probably the best quarterback situation in the AFC South. Andrew Luck, I really like him. I think as long as he stays healthy, him and the Colts can really get... I think they honestly are going to get to the Super Bowl. I haven't done my official predictions yet, but they're going to be up there with the Patriots and the Chargers and stuff like that. I think this AFC South... or this AFC playoff picture is going to look really good this year. I think there's going to be some good teams. A lot of good teams this year in the AFC. But Andrew Luck, I really like a lot. I think right now he's a top 3 or top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. I think he's one of the 5 best quarterbacks in the league. Let's see if he can keep that up. He has a good offensive line, so he should be able to stay healthy. He has probably the best backup, Jacoby Brissett, like I was saying in the NFC North video, that this is last year. On his rookie contract, then, man, the Colts really like him. They said they had to be shocked last year to trade away Jacoby Brissett, probably a first rounder, and they didn't. And I feel like it was sort of the sort of reason why they didn't want to let him go is well, number one, it's yeah, if Andrew Luck gets hurt, Jacoby Brissett can take his places too. He's sort of like a Nick Foles type. But also, maybe well, if Andrew Luck ends up not being the guy, Jacoby Brissett could probably take over for us, maybe. But yeah, he's in the last year of his rookie contract. Man, would that be crazy if they re-signed him? I don't think they'll do that, but it'd be crazy to see him do that. But because he's not, because I'm really high on Jacoby Brissett, and the reason why, and also because he's on his last year's rookie deal, is why they got Chad Kelly, who is another another former Broncos quarterback, who got into a little trouble last year. He was arrested for breaking, entering, or something like that, or entering a house illegally. I forget what it was. He was drunk and stuff, and he got kicked, and it looked like he was going to be out of the league. He's actually the nephew of former Buffalo Bills quarterback Jim Kelly. And Jim Kelly, Frank Reich knows Jim Kelly because Frank Reich used to be his backup quarterback. And bringing in Chad Kelly, I think, is pretty cool. And I think Chad Kelly can actually take Jacoby Brissett's place. I'm really high on Chad Kelly. I think he could have been the Broncos starter if they'd given him a chance last year. Maybe if, they're not doing so good in the first few weeks and they decide, hey, Chad Kelly, get in there. Maybe he doesn't end up doing something stupid in Halloween or whatever. But Chad Kelly, I think it's a good fit there. He won't... Again, he could be another guy to, maybe if Andrew Luck ends up getting injured too much the next 2 years, maybe Jacoby Brissett and Chad Kelly, maybe they battle out, I don't know, but Chad Kelly's a guy who they can have on their team as a backup for a long time. They can just keep re-signing him and stuff like that. And then they also have Phillip Walker, who was an undrafted free agent, last year or 2 years ago. If there are going to only be 3 quarterbacks, I think Phil Walker's going to get edged out. Because Chad Kelly, I really like him. I think he's really talented. So is Jacoby Brissett, and I feel like Phil Walker's going to get sandwiched between those guys, and he's going to get out. So, yeah, I see Andrew Luck, Brissett, and Kelly being the guys on the team. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Walker's still on the practice squad, but I really think they're going to stick with 3 quarterbacks. But maybe they'll have him on the Phil Walker on the practice squad, because maybe next year if Jacoby Brissett's gone, you can have Luck, Kelly, and Walker. I don't know. But yeah, Jacoby Brissett, I also predicted that he's possibly going to go to the Lions next year and get signed there to be back up to Matt Stafford and maybe battle for the starting position. So that'd be pretty cool to see. If I'm right about that, I'm going to come back to this video and tell you all about it. The Titans, they currently have Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, and Logan Woodside. Tango set. That's what he says during every snap. Marcus Mariota, I do like him. I think he deserves a contract extension more than Jameis Winston. I think he's more talented. I think he's more mature, and I think he has a better team around him to be able to get the contract extension. Now, will he get it? He has a lot of incentive to play this year. Number one, like his last year of his contract, if he doesn't do well, he's going to be edged to being a backup most likely next year. He's got Ryan Tannehill behind him, who could take his place, and he's been injured a lot. So, I mean, that's why they got Ryan Tannehill, that better insurance. But I don't know. I am rooting for Marcus Mariota, obviously. So, it'll be interesting to see him this year. I have a feeling, though, that he's probably going to get injured, though. And then you have Ryan Tannehill, who was a starter for the Dolphins for many years, kept getting injured, too, as well. So, now he's the insurance for Marcus Mariota. I agree. It is an upgrade on Blaine Gabbert. And, yeah, again, can't wait to see Ryan Tannehill in a Titans uniform. That's going to be pretty cool to see. And I think he's a good backup. He's probably like the best backup in the league automatically, I think, because of that. And Logan Woodside, who was from he was drafted by the Bengals in the 7th round of 2018. Then he got cut, and then he went to the AAF where he played for the San Antonio Commanders. And then, the AAF suspended operations, but I think they were going to make the playoffs. And then, the Titans got Logan Woodside. He's currently the 3rd stringer. My prediction is, it's kind of out there, but I feel like what's going to happen is Marcus Mariota, the Titans are going to be sort of in a bind, like they're going to be like 2-2, and he's going to push something. He's going to push a play, try and make it extended to be like, this is why you have me, this is why you're going to give me a contract extension. Then boom, he gets injured. Then Ryan Tannehill gets in, he wins a few games, he maybe goes like 3-2, maybe 3-1, but then he gets injured. And then all that's left is Logan Woodside, and they end up missing the playoffs. I honestly can see it happen like that. I hope it doesn't, because I like both Ryan Tannehill and Marcus Mariota, but I also like Logan Woodside to give a chance to see if he can start in the league, so it would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really excited to see all these guys in the preseason next year. Titans, they're a team that I like, but not as much as this next team, the Jaguars. Jaguars got my boy Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew, Tanner Lee, and Alex Magoo. Okay, so Nick Foles, obviously I like this. I'm really scared because Nick Foles won. I'm an Eagles fan. Nick Foles won us our first Super Bowl, and I really want him to have a great career with the Jaguars. I want him to be up there with Mark Brunell and David Garrard as the best quarterbacks of Jaguars history. He's obviously an upgrade over Blake Bortles. He has a lot of toys to play with, but I am really concerned about the coaching, though. I really don't think. I'm scared. Like, I've heard a few things over the past few days where, like, Doug Marrone, he's had. He's supposed to be an offensive coach, and even though they had Blake Bortles, they sort of struggled, though. And I know it's like, well, you just explained it right there. You had Blake Bortles, yeah, sure. I don't know. And then there's John DeFilippo, who has been an offensive coordinator, has not looked good, with the Vikings, again, because he didn't run the ball enough and everything. But granted, the Vikings didn't have a good offensive line. The Jaguars will. It's just a lot of question marks, and I really hope Nick Foles ends up working out there. If not, though, I wouldn't mind him being the backup again in Philly. He's probably never going to be the backup in Philly again, but not as long as Carson Wentz is there. But, yeah, Nick Foles, rooting for the guy super hard down in Jacksonville. The backups that he has, and this is a problem I have with the Jaguars, is they have Gardner Minshew, who was drafted this year, Tanner Lee, who was drafted last year, and Alex Magoo was also drafted last year by the Seattle Seahawks. This is a very young backup quarterback room. If Nick Foles goes down and you have a chance to make the playoffs, I don't really trust any of these guys to get you through the season. I mean, Alex Magoo, I don't know enough about him. I really don't think he's going to make the team. Tanner Lee could possibly make the team. He was on the practice squad last year. Gardner Minshew, I think, will make the team since they wasted a 6th-round tender on him or something like that. I forget what round he was picked. But I think he does have talent, though, Gardner Minshew. And he maybe he was also drafted to be like, oh, if Nick Foles doesn't work out, maybe Gardner Minshew. I don't know. But, yeah, it's just... I'm surprised that this team hasn't signed somebody like Sam Bradford or Brock Osweiler, like somebody who has experience in the NFL at least, because if Nick Foles goes down, none of these guys are going to get you in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care how good Gardner Minshew is. I just don't think it's enough. And that's the biggest thing with the Jaguars. They just don't have a veteran quarterback room. Like, altogether, these guys have 2 years of experience behind Nick Foles. And that's 2 guys who were drafted in the same year. So it doesn't really even count. They didn't play that much. They played in the preseason. That's it. Alex McGough was signed off the practice squad from the Seahawks. Tanner Lee went to the practice squad after preseason. Gardner Minshew was drafted last year. It's very concerning, you know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I really think they should have gotten Brock Osweiler or Sam Bradford. But yeah, that's been the quarterback situation for each of the AFC South teams. Really good backups, really fun quarterback competitions we're going to see this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Trent from the Rogue Island, and I'll see you guys next time.